Bike parks are great. They offer a really good variety of riding for a massive range of abilities. But for me, my favourite type of riding is riding natural trails. Trails that have just been cleared and then ridden in with hardly any handwork at all. But they do offer their own challenges. So this is how to ride natural trails. Natural trails are often not ridden by many people at all because they're tucked away in different parts of the woods and they won't be graded as well, so a blue, a red or a black trail. So make sure you're comfortable with that sort of terrain before you start pushing on. So we're here in Fort William, just over there we've got the World Cup downhill track, and just going through the woods we've got the World's cross-country course, but also these woods are just crisscrossed with these natural trails. You can see the difference. There's all sorts of roots and rocks dug out of this place. You can see the topography of that hillside shining through. And it is a completely different beast to ride in those properly built trails. They just tend to be a lot rougher, and you've got to expect the unexpected. So the two biggest differences between natural trails and man-made trails are actually the difference when they're dry and wet. So man-made trails tend to be pretty much all weather, so they don't get super muddy and super slippery, whereas this, it's lovely and dry, super grippy at the moment, but if this was wet, it'd be a completely different matter. You're talking about fresh loam, roots, it's going to be super slippy. You're going to have to think about riding this trail differently. Second biggest difference is it's much narrower than you'll find a normal sort of man-made trail, so there's lots more trees to duck around. And actually that's one of the main reasons why I run my bars at 750, 760 mil wide, because these are the trails I love to ride. And 800 mil wide, I'll be smashing my knuckles all the time. I kind of like working fingers. The conditions are absolutely prime at the minute. You can see how it's been quite wet, so under here, still quite dark dirt where people have been skidding down, but on top it's nice and light. I wouldn't call it loamy, but it's proper nice dirt, loads of grip. But you can also see where in the wet, there's a big rut has dug into that corner, but now it's dried out, you can use that as a berm. You can really rail that corner, loads of grip there. Don't forget, this is super natural, and if you mess up that corner and drop over that bank, see you later. Natural trails can be some of the most technical trails you'll find. This section here probably started off as quite a mellowish but steep chute. Now it's dug out and you've got big drops, you've got stumps, you've got roots, you've got rocks. Again, it's really narrow, so line choice is going to be really important. You've got that right-hand corner at the bottom, so you can get a bit creative with sections like this. Try and find the fresher bits, go outside, but I've got to get inside to find the rut on that corner, otherwise I'm going to crash like I've already done. So learn that by experience. I'm actually just going to smash it down the middle, down those bumps, and hit that nice rut at the bottom in that corner. This trail is actually quite common in the UK. You've got really thick forests, so trees absolutely everywhere. You get these natural undulations. So this is where I'm thinking about getting heavy and then getting light. So by heavy, I mean really trying to use that pump to make speed, because you've got rocks and stumps and roots everywhere. It's really easy, and I have been doing it already. Just clipping your pedal on the floor, you can see that rock there, there's marks all over it where people are just slamming their bike into it. And that can cause big crashes. So I'm trying to rely on those pumps. And you've got those natural undulations, you can do it all over the place. So that's getting heavy to make speed, and then getting light is where I'm bringing in my bunny hop, or the really smaller version of that where I'm just unweighting the bike. And that is over the roots. I'll definitely be doing that way more if this was wet, but today it's pretty grippy, so I can actually find grip on those roots. But sections like this, where if I drop into all these holes, it's gonna be super rough. I can start moving around on my pedals, and it's not gonna be fast. So that's when I'm trying to unweight the bike, sometimes even bunny hopping. So there's some tips that I hope can help you ride natural trails a little bit better. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to session a trail like this, where you've got stuff everywhere, and try and really memorize the tracks, you know, where every rock and route is, and try and get the perfect run. One of my most favorite things to do. But even though it's quite hard, these trails can be pretty difficult, I would say you still rely on a couple of really fundamental skills like your pumping and like your hops. So there's a couple of videos on screen now if you want to practice those a little bit better. And let's do a poll. Hit this button up here, let us know which you prefer, natural trails or bike parks. Give us a thumbs up if you like natural trails, and don't forget to hit that sub button if you've not already subbed.